Use this to flirt with women and avoid getting stuck in the small talk that lasts forever. We've all been there, bro. We have the balls to say hi to her, but then we don't know how to spark attraction. So we're just talking about the weather for fucking 10 minutes, and then eventually it gets so awkward we either have to do a Hail Mary try to close, which doesn't normally go well, or we just fucking cut our losses and leave and then end up feeling shitty about ourselves. So how do we solve this? We learn how to flirt. How do you take the conversation from the boring surface level shit that you're starting with and get the conversation about her? I'm gonna give you a very simple framework. There's just 3 levels to any conversation. And you, bro, are stuck at surface level. That's why all your conversations stay platonic. She might be interested enough in you to entertain you for a while, but she doesn't feel any attraction. And that's why when you ask for the date, you usually get a no or a, that's so sweet, but I have a boyfriend. So how do you take it beyond surface level? You make it about her. And the easiest way to do that is with an assumption. You take whatever the surface level thing is, and then you say what that thing implies about the woman behind it. What do you do for work? Oh, I'm a veterinarian. Cool. We don't care that she's a veterinarian, bro. That's level 1. We want to get at what that says about the woman. Oh, cool. You're a veterinarian, so you must be nurturing and caring. That's a good sign, right? Bam. Now all of a sudden we've injected some life into this conversation because we're talking about her, the human being. And it lends itself, this type of conversation lends itself to qualifying, screening her for the attributes that you're actually looking for in a partner, which sets things up from a really good frame. You can also tease off of it. Oh, you're a veterinarian. Good to know. I'll make sure that you do all the work taking care of the pets. Bam. Now we're not just getting to level 2, we're also flirting. This is called a future projection or a hypothetical future. You're bringing up the idea of you and her together, living your lives as a couple, but you've done it in a way that feels natural and not needy. It lets you push the conversation forward without fucking it up. So off of any surface level fact that she gives you, you can make an assumption about her, you can tease, you can compliment, you can screen. There are all these things that you can do from it. So let's give another example. Let's say she says she's a consultant. Oh, good. Now I know, at least I know in advance you're going to boss me around all day. Bam. That's flirting, bro. You're imagining her, you and her as a couple, her bossing you around all day. And you can either spin it positive as a positive evaluation, screening her for the things that you care about, which sets the right frame, or you can do it in the negative as a tease, a playful rejection, a little jab at her, which again shows that you are a guy with options who's confident and secure in himself and is comfortable jabbing at. You don't need her. You're not trying to placate her and make her like you. You're there to be honest and real. So let's say you don't like the fact that she's a consultant. Oh man, my ex was a consultant. This is never going to work. And so we're actually getting to level 3 now, which is you and her. Even more powerful than talking about the woman is talking about you and her together, because now she can imagine you guys as a couple. You've introduced the premise of you two dating, but notice you're not just saying, I like you, we should go out, right? That can come across as very needy, very try hard, and turn her off. So it introduces the idea without letting her have it yet. The premise is, okay, we might date. This is the type of conversation where we're going to figure out if we're a good fit to date, but I'm not offering you the date yet, right? It's the difference between saying you got the job and you can apply for the job. Very different energy. If I came up to you and I was like, hey, congrats, you have the job, your work is done. There's no need for you to invest further. You don't have to try in the interviews. You can show up fucking drunk. It's like you already got the job. And that happens all the time with our conversations with women, is we set it up so that she already knows she can have us, and then there's nothing left for her to do. It's actually, it might seem like it's good for her, but it's not good for her, because it means she doesn't have to invest in the relationship, and now she's going to end up in a relationship that she's not very invested in. We value what we work for. I'm kind of getting off on a tangent, but this is really important. We value what we work for. So if we want to create a relationship of equals where both people care and are invested in the relationship, are putting effort and energy into the relationship, we need to make sure that the power dynamic is even. It's not you chasing, you always the one pushing and making plans and her just kind of going along with it. That's not going to be good for either of you long term. You might get what you think you want, which maybe is sex or a few dates. She might get what she thinks she wants, which is, validations, some fun experiences, but it's not going to be a rich and fulfilling relationship in the long term. For that, you need mutual investment, bro. You both got to be bought in. So let her work for you. Let her earn it. It's a positive thing, man. Don't take it to the extreme, obviously, and be like an asshole and fucking make her jump through a bunch of hoops. Be real about it. Screen for the things that you actually want in a partner. Have some standards, bro. Don't just say them, but stick by them. That means you will get less dates with some girls that you might have, squeaked through the admissions process if you were screening less carefully. But it also means you will get more dates with the type of girl that you actually want, because they will see your non-neediness. They will see the confidence that's subtly conveyed by the fact you have standards. And that will make them attracted to you, more attracted to you than if you just shower them with compliments and made it easy for them to have you. But back to the point, we got to move down the levels of conversation. If you're stuck at surface level, in your mind, you should be thinking, okay, how can I make this about her? Oh, she went to the movies yesterday. Oh, cool. So you must be an art appreciator. I fuck with that. What other types of art stuff do you do in the city? Oh, you like museums? We're never going to get along. Those things bore the shit out of me. I can only be in there for 15 minutes and I want to leave. Right? Now you're flirting, bro. So everything that she says is an opportunity to flirt off of it. You just have to be looking for it. You have to be aware of the model. That's why I'm giving you the model. And then you got to be looking for it. You're kind of like a quarterback sitting or a running back. The running back gets the handoff and he doesn't just immediately hit the gap. It takes a little bit of a split second of patience or a fraction of a second of patience to just sit back there behind the line looking for the opening so that when the opening emerges, he can sprint through the gap. It's the same here, right? You're hanging there, you're in the pocket, whatever. You're looking for your opportunity and then bam, when you find it, you hit it. It takes practice. You can practice these things at home. It's dorky, but you can do it, right? Just pull up ChatGPT, say like, make me a list of 100 surface level facts that might come up in a boring small talk conversation with a woman. It'll generate a shit ton of things, like what she does for work, what she likes to do for fun, where she lives, where she's from, like all the usual crap. And then you can just practice. Have this framework up next to you. Practice taking it to level 2, taking it to level 3. The more you practice in private, the more you're going to be able to just rip it off the top in public. You can also obviously practice in your conversations. The more you're approaching, the more you're being social, the more you're practicing this, not just with women, but with your friends, right? You can practice teasing your friends, maybe not, in a romantic way, but in a friendly way, giving them shit, taking it to levels 2 and 3. The more you train this muscle, the quicker you'll be able to do it in real life when you're actually with a woman. What you'll find is the more experience you get and the more reps you do, the more spontaneous you'll become, and you'll start surprising yourself with the witty things that just come out of your mouth.